Welcome to Gamebros. This is Kuko.
And this is Prodigy.
Coming to you live from our Gamebros studios here in beautiful Miami, Florida. And we have a very exciting show prepared for you guys. And it's going to be super exciting because it's only two of us. So Prodigy's going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting today. He's going to be producing / co-hosting. So how do you feel about having, double dipping on the duties?
Oh, not too bad. I'm ready.
So at least you're going to get to see a lot of Prodigy today. Right, Prodigy?
No.
For some reason, we can't convince him to get on camera, but it's okay, though. We still got an action-packed show. There's a lot of... is there a lot of stuff to cover? Not really, right? It's been very quiet after E3.
Yeah.
We got a couple of things we want to talk about, though. But like always, in our normal shows, we always start off with some tech news. So as far as tech stuff, we always try to find new cool cool things that you guys probably never seen out there that we want to talk about and cover. And something that our bodies all need is water, right? We need water to live and sustain ourselves. What percentage of our bodies
75%,
water?
75%, I think.
75, 80, depends who you ask, right?
Yeah. They all say different things, trying to convince you to get more water.
But you need to drink a lot of water, right, Prodigy?
Yes, I do.
Okay, yeah, maybe a lot of people don't know, but Prodigy only has one kidney. His friends refer to him as kidney, right?
Yeah.
So you were born with a bad kidney, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the doctor says you have to drink a lot of water, right?
Yeah, more water than a normal person needs to drink.
Okay, cool.
Average on day.
So with drinking water, we have a problem. We have empty water bottles, and then there's a recycling problem. And this company called... how do you pronounce that?
I would call it Oohoo or Oho or something like that.
So it's OOHO.
Yeah.
Correct us or write us in the chat and let us know how it's really supposed to be pronounced. But it's a cool little... It looks like a giant gel cap with water inside of it. So they produce it, of course, in a lab, and I've looked into how they make it. It's pretty cool. So it's basically like a giant gel cap that holds water inside. But you could swallow the gel cap, you could burst it and eat it. You could also just drink the water and throw the gel cap away. But it's this cool little like water ball. Like you can see the triathletes just running around. This guy just pops it in his mouth. It's like, what is this? So what do you think, Prodigy?
I think just like you mentioned, the triathlon or the marathon runners, they're going to be benefiting a lot out of this. And maybe that'll be their go-to industry in the industry of all the companies that support the running marathon runners. Because as you saw, she just got it and just kept running. Because it's a little gel ball, right? Mm-hmm. So there's no need to you be opening a bottle or anything while you're running. You just get it, go, and put it in your mouth and just start running. Keep going.
And there's nothing to dispose of or throw away. I just like this concept. Like I think it's really cool. Like, and then I also think of all the other things that they're gonna make with it. Like just think of Coke will make a Coke ball. Just drink the Coke
and this
beer.
Also.
It always turns into beer and alcohol and all that stuff. So you just get like a little mojito one. You just put it and just drink it, and that's it. That's your shot.
That's what people are gonna do. But this also brings up the question on the future. Like I think it was in Back to the Future where they put a little pizza in the oven and a microwave and it comes out as a big pizza.
And it was huge, right? Like it was like dehydrated, like shrunken, and they put it in the microwave and then it came to like a regular size. Yeah. And you used to see it in the old cartoons. You're too young. But in the old cartoons, you see the astronauts, they get the food and they put it in the thing and then boom, they get like a turkey and mashed potatoes and gravy. And everyone thought that that's what the future was going to bring. My father-in-law, he's in the army, and he's given us those packages where the soldiers open up and it's all this meal, like a full course meal, like in a little package, and the food tastes good actually, and it's all processed and stuff just to so you could be able to eat it on the field and stuff like that. But imagine just even soldiers, you can have a bunch of these water balls and you're just eating it and drinking it. and they don't have to worry about this, garbage all over the place.
Yeah.
And and it's also cool because you save a lot on recycling. You don't have you have all these people that are worried about the environment, blah blah blah. The other thing is the cost. How much is it gonna cost?
And how much is it gonna be in a package? Is there gonna be like 10 of these in one pack, or who knows how much is gonna cost and how much is gonna come in each pack you might need to buy.
How much would you pay? I asked you guys, put in the chat room how much you would pay for this, but would you pay $1, $2? A bottle of water is like 99 cents for 16 ounces. Are you gonna get 16 ounces of water with one of these gel caps? Are they gonna be $1? Are they gonna be $3, $4, $5? Because at the beginning you're paying for the tech.
Yeah.
So.
And you gotta pay how much it's gonna it costs to just make the little gel water thing.
But honestly, like you get paintballs are not that expensive to make. You could make 2,000 paintballs for like $20, and this is just water. It's not even paint inside a gel cap, basically. So it shouldn't be that expensive.
Hopefully not.
It'd be awesome, right? Just go around and even it is in a basketball game. D Wade's going down the court. It's like, hey, let me get a Gatorade, and you just get him one and just throw it.
that too.
Just catch up. Yeah. He's keep going.
Yeah.
Or in a soccer game, they come out. You know how they got the squirt bottles? You just here's a ball, here's a ball, here's a ball. Balls for everyone, and they're all like, I love these balls. So it's actually called edible waterless bottles.
Yeah.
So we'll see how if they ever come out with these. Like I said, it'll be cool to have a picnic or go out with your family and just give balls to everybody. So speaking of picnics and sporting events, DJI has come up with a new drone. And I know we talk about drones a lot here. We really like drones.
Yeah.
We really like the Karma, the GoPro one. But this drone is very, very cool. There's a couple of things that I like about it. One is the size of it. And second, like you see here, she just controlled it with the force. She just used palm control technology. So there's different ways that you can actually operate this drone. You can use a controller. You can use your phone. You can use your hand gestures by taking pictures, or you wave at it, goodbye, and it goes back. You wave with two hands, and it comes back to you and lands right in the palm of your hand. It uses a lot of the technology that we've talked about, like
gimbal.
It uses a gimbal for
it uses the Intel. It looks like it uses the Intel.
Exactly, that's what I was referring to. The Intel sensing technology, where it senses walls and trees and stuff, so it doesn't bump into nothing. Right here's the demonstration of it. So Intel killed it with that technology. Now all the drones are picking it up on. You can even use a virtual reality glasses to control it, so you can see it in first-person view. So Prodigy, would you be picking one of these up? They're $600.
See, now I'm not a big drone person myself. I think they're cool though for those who like to have videos when they go on trips or vacations, or even when they do stuff with the family. But man, I don't know, $600.
Hey, you could $600 Xbox One X, $600. You can get a DJI Spark.
It's because, see, like I don't know. To me, it seems like it's a lot, just because I don't know. I don't know too much about drones, but what it comes with, I think it can seem like it's a good price.
Well, last time I spoke to DJ Fuego, he's our drone expert. He said it was a good price because you get a 4K camera and just the size of it. You can. I've seen videos where the guy is controlling it inside a building and he's walking around and the drone's following him. So for the price, bang for your buck, it's pretty good. The price, like you said, the question is how often would you use it?
Yeah.
And in one of the cases here, the guy just used it to take a selfie. Instead of lining up your family, and you're always like, our problem is, it happened to me and Christy when we were out in California. We wanted to take pictures and stuff, but there was no one around, and I didn't have a selfie stick to, pose and and take a picture. Like, it would be cool to, like, here, just send the drone out, take a picture, come back, all right, let's keep going. And it's small where you can carry it, put it in your book bag. So So for those things, and like you said, like, do you travel a lot? It'll be good if you do a lot of outdoor stuff. Is because Prodigy's always playing games. It's kind of hard for him to, have the drone third person viewing him while he's playing Rainbow Six or something. But I think if you're the outdoors person, you're at the beach or at the pool, and you're doing all these different things. Or even the
person that travels a lot, you want to get nice shots of I don't know, Rome, or if you're in Rome, you get like the Colosseum, you got all that stuff. Oh yeah. So even if you travel a lot, you got.
Imagine you go into like Paris and you just send the drone out, wave them, and you could also plot points around like a GPS. So like if you go to the Eiffel Tower, you could actually plot points around the Eiffel Tower, and it'll fly around the Eiffel Tower and take different views, or like you said, the Colosseum, or different places, like even to like a sporting event. It'd be. Could you? That'd be crazy. Like if we go to a Dolphins game or something and just send your drone, you have like 1,000 drones out there getting different camera. They'll probably shoot them down or something. But even when you're tailgating though, you're outside, you're tailgating. Just send that bad boy, get a nice view of like all the fans that are setting up for the Hurricanes or Dolphins game, and just bring it back. I think that'd be a cool shot to have. Yeah. Or if you go to like a Comic-Con or something, you want to do it indoors. It's small enough you can do it.
Yeah, it's small enough to do it in there.
So
yeah.
We got our boy Ill Skills in the chat room. What's up, boys? Balls for everybody. So yeah, we would like to know, what do you think, Mr. Ill Skills? Is $600 for a small drone that can operate within a building space? Is that too much money, or is it a good price? Would you do it? Would you not do it? So, you know what I'd never thought of? It'd be cool, like, to film a drag race with a drone and stuff. That would be cool, like, for all those guys that like to race, like Luma and stuff like that. I think, or Lewis too. Yep. Or Lewis could actually film himself fixing a GTR over there in the Nissan dealer that he works at.
Yeah, just spinning around the car when you put the points.
Yeah, you just spinning around the freaking garage, get some cool shots in there.
And now that you bring that up, you can use it maybe for people that like to do tutorials on how to fix things. Oh. Maybe an air conditioning. Maybe it's just him. He doesn't have a partner, so the drone just stands right there behind him. He's fixing that or painting something.
That's cool. That we could use that in our job. We could make like a tutorial video on how to like clean an ice machine, and we could just have it hovering there while we're doing it and teaching people how to do it. So there's plenty of ways, practical ways that you can use it, but at the same time, it's $600. Are you really gonna use it that often? So that's something to consider. We're actually gonna get one in, a green one. Comes in July. So after we get it in, we'll let you know if it's worth it or not.
Yeah. So we'll do a review.
We'll give you a good review after that, like we did with the GoPro. So, okay, got anything else for tech? Like,
No, not really.
Okay. Oh, by the way, the tech portion of our show was sponsored by our great friends at Flanagan's. They're known for their ribs, and they're known for... They have seafood. They have a good full bar. They have all the beers you can drink. What I love about their place is, my son loves the ribs. And Prodigy, what do you think of their ribs?
The ribs are amazing. I honestly like almost all the food they have there at Flanagan's because they do really good food.
Yeah, they make it fresh there every day. And we love Flanagan's. We go there all the time. We do service for them. We fix their equipment. But not just because of that, because they make great food. And we want all you guys to go check them out. They have a bunch of locations here in South Florida. And my favorite thing to eat there is this Texas burger. Check this bad boy out. And they got great prices. They have great lunch hour specials. They got 2-for-1s and all that good stuff. At night, they're open late. If you guys want to party and watch games, they have TVs all over their restaurants, so you can check all the sporting events. So if you guys get a chance and you guys are hungry and you guys want to eat the world's best ribs. And
their nachos. They got good loaded
their
nachos.
Nachos are humongous.
It's a mountain. It's a big mountain of nachos.
Yeah. But if you want to eat a good burger, they have the best burger, I think, in the market. And it's this Texas burger. Check it out. It's got blue cheese, some They're called onion.
Onion rings?
No, they're not onion rings. They call it something tumbleweed onions. So like they fry the little onion, and it's like onion rings, but like thinner. They're called tumbleweed onions. It tastes so good, and they put some hot sauce on it. Check out Flanagan's. So we're gonna jump into the video game portion of our show. So yeah. So the news, it's crazy because a couple days ago, a news broke out, which I thought was gonna grab all the headlines, and we're gonna talk about it today. We're gonna get into it, but all of a sudden this morning, something else broke out, and all the nerds just went ape crap.
Yep.
Like they just lost their minds. I don't know what happened. So basically, Nintendo has the NES Mini, which is a little console. It's the NES Mini, right? I think it's just a Raspberry Pi inside a box, but so they have this new thing that just announced is the Super NES Mini. So you're too young. I was gonna ask you, do you call it the Super NES Mini, or do you call it the SNES, or do you call it the SNES? You're too young. So we used to call it the Super NES.
Because isn't it the Super Nintendo Entertainment System?
Yeah,
right?
And then some people decided to call it the SNES or the S.
I guess if you want to pronounce the acronym, then SNES, I guess.
But whatever it is the Super NES, and it has 21 games. Prodigy, you want to let them know what games this Power Super Deluxe console that the nerds lost their brain over has inside of it?
Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, F-Zero, Kirby Superstar, Kirby's Dream Course, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, Mega Man X, Secret of Mana, Star Fox 1 and 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Hyper Fighting, Super Castlevania 4, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG, Legend of the Seven Stars, Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Super Punch-Out, Yoshi's Island, Contra 3, The Alien War, and Donkey Kong Country.
Those are the 21 games that this system will bring for a whopping $80. $80. Okay, so Prodigy, you're too young. You don't know any of these games, right? Like all these games are just.
I know some of them. I know F-Zero.
You've heard F-Zero. You
Final
probably
Fantasy,
Final
Legend
Fantasy.
of Zelda, Mega Man, Star Fox, Street Fighter, Castlevania, Mario, Punch Out, Yoshi. I know almost all these games.
Contra, you know Contra, right?
Oh yeah, I know Contra.
Okay,
and
so
Donkey Kong.
Earthbound is a very popular game as well. So all these games, you're basically looking at what, like 20 games? It's like $4 a game, basically.
Yeah.
$3.50.
Yeah, basically what they want to price it at.
Okay, which is not bad. Games that I think Contra 3 deserves it, Donkey Kong Country deserves it, Earthbound, Final Fantasy 3, never played that one. So F-Zero, worth it. Legend of Zelda, worth it. Mega Man X, worth it. Secret of Mana, worth it. Star Fox 2, okay. Now Street Fighter 2 was the jam back then. That was the game to play. It was freaking disgusting on the arcades, but when it finally came to Super Nintendo and everybody got the cartridge and we started, that was everybody was playing. Everybody lost their mind when because it was basically like you felt like you had an arcade at home. Like it was weird back then because as kids, the arcade was where the good games were. Like you were playing Atari and then you would go to the arcade and the arcades were like so much more superior during that time. But then it came to a point where it tipped the other way where like my kids I take them to the arcade and they're like, Dad, we got better stuff at home.
We have VR.
But back then it was different though. Back then the arcade was like, the other one was Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat playing in the arcade was like, wow. And then when you finally got it to console, you're like, what the? So it was cool. So
but now,
Nintendo.
Like you pay $80 for 21 games, but like you mentioned earlier, Raspberry Pi comes with a bunch more games.
A plethora.
Like. And from all the different systems too,
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Genesis, normal NES, all the systems for how much?
You can get them for $50. My friend Punisher, he makes them, and he sells them dirt cheap. And like you said, it has the Sega Genesis. He's got the PS1. He's got the Master System. He has Sega 64. You name them, he puts them in there. And he has the retro ones like the NES, the Atari. So, and it's cool because the way he fixes it, it has a whole layout. So if you want, just check him out on Instagram. It's the Punisher 305, and just send him a DM and he can hook you up and send it to you, and you have. I'm not trying to cut into Nintendo's sales or anything, but yeah, our boy Punisher and his friend, I think it's with him and Willie, I think, make it. And you get a Super Nintendo controller so you can play the games and everything. I actually have one upstairs, so that's why I'm not craving this, like, oh, gotta have it. And to me, we've talked about this in the past, like,
Yes.
our retro-ness lasts like 10, 15 minutes, and then it's like we played Tecmo Bowl and Paperboy that one day.
And after that,
And
we haven't touched it.
We haven't touched it again. We went back to Rainbow and Horizon and all the new stuff. So, but it happened. It got announced today, so we had to talk about it. Like we said, all the nerds lost their brains over it.
Yep.
$80. It comes out on September 29th. Let us know if you guys gonna get it. I'm interested in knowing how much does the retro gaming go back, because a lot of, like, your friends, are they into, like?
No. I mean, I do have maybe a Nintendo, I guess you can say, fanboy as a friend, but no, he wouldn't play the old games again.
He's like a present Nintendo fanboy. See, that's the thing. Like, how many of us are willing to get it? Like, because they're kind of catering to my age, because my age was the one that played the Super NES. Like, my age, I think maybe a couple of years back. Let's say from 25 to 40. That's like the age bracket.
Yeah.
And then how many are they gonna make? Are they gonna make 1,000, 100,000? Are we gonna have the same problem where people are killing each other at Walmart to get these things?
Yeah, because I thought the last one also had a problem with not having that much,
and
right?
they just and the thing is that they made a certain amount and that was it. Everyone thought, okay, they'll make some, they'll sell out, and then I'll get the second run. No, there was no second run. That was it. They came out. If you got it, good. If not, get a raspberry. And the people that didn't get one got a raspberry. And the ones that got a raspberry, like, I got everything I need now. I don't need to jump anything else, because I have the NES, Super NES, 64, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, and you name it. There's emulators for them. So that's that, I guess. The thing that I thought everybody was going to lose their mind is because Sean Layden, you know who Sean Layden is, right? The guy that comes out on the PlayStation E3 and says, you guys excited for E3? Here's some videos, and then leaves, and then shows up like an hour later. It's like, what'd you guys think? Yeah, right, good. I'm out. Peace out, homies. That was Sean Layden. So they asked him, and people are surprised that of his answer when they asked him, is there a PlayStation 5 in the works? And he's like, yeah, we're working on it. And people are surprised about that. Were you surprised to hear that he
a little bit
confirmed the PlayStation 5's out in development?
Just a little bit, because then that means how close can the PlayStation 5 already be? Can it be 2 years? In a year they might announce it, but then it's like already another console upgrade.
Think about how long has the PlayStation 4 been around?
4 years.
Almost 4 years now. It's crazy, right? How time flies.
Yep.
So let's say they announce one next year that we're gonna come out with PlayStation 5, but then in 2020 it comes out. You're talking about we had a PS4 for 6 years now.
Yeah.
So I think it's almost time to change, especially, you know how video games are like this, man. It just one thing after another. Like, people are gonna want to play full-blown 4K gaming, not checkerboarding, none of that fake razzle-dazzle crap. They want, like, native 4K. People are gonna, they want that stuff. And especially if Xbox One X just starts steamrolling and people start buying it, they don't want to play catch up to the power
Of
the
Xbox.
power race. You know,
Mhm.
we'll get into like a power race, like which one's stronger, and they don't want to get into that. So I'm sure that as soon as the PlayStation 4 came out, and as soon as the PlayStation Pro went out, they're like, all right, so what are we gonna do now to top PlayStation Pro? And that's when the PlayStation 5 was in talks, especially after they're like the 6 flop, thing that Xbox One X did. They're like, okay, we got 6 teraflops. We got to beat that. So can we get to 8 or 10 teraflops?
That would be crazy.
And so you have to. There's just no way you could sit back and just not do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing happens with, they make such a big deal about video game consoles, but TVs do this all the time. Every year TV comes out. It's a new Bravia, new Samsung with new tech, new technology. And same thing with phones. Phones come out every year. And I don't understand why the nerds like, oh my gosh, a new Luma. I told Luma, we're going to talk about a new PlayStation 5. It's like, oh, come on, Cuckoo. When's it going to come out? Next year? I just bought a PS4.
No, it's gonna.
I'm like,
There's no way.
Like, relax. It's going to take a little while.
Yeah, it's going to have to take more than 2 years at least.
And he's like, oh, I got to buy it. I'm like, yeah, Luma, you do. And you will. He's like, yeah, I'll sell my 3 PlayStation 4s and I'll get that. We all cry about it, but at the end of the day, we're all in lines waiting for it.
Yeah.
You'll pre-order. As soon as they say pre-order's up, you're like, I'll wash 1,000 cars. I'll do whatever I have to. I'll cut lawns, and I need my PS5.
Yeah.
And that's how everybody is. And I just want it to be backwards compatible, though.
Yeah.
I've invested a lot of money in these games. My son says, hey, one day he wakes up, he's like, Dad, I want to play Minecraft. And I don't have to rebuy another Minecraft. I could just download this one to my PS5.
Yes, hopefully.
That's what I want.
Yes.
What things would you want? Like, I also want,
Rainbow.
You want your Rainbow to transfer over?
I don't even think Rainbow will be, like, popular by that time.
There's got to be a new Rainbow by that time. Hopefully that game that Luma keeps talking about,
Ready or Not,
will be out.
Yeah.
But what else? Like, I want a better network card. The internet has evolved a lot in the last couple of years.
Yeah, and the receipt,
And these, like the new PCs have like gigabit cards.
Mm-hmm.
So you could get a gig of download speed. So even if your service provider, your internet's giving you a gig of download, but your PlayStation can only get megs, you're gonna get megs.
Yeah, and it won't be as fast.
The Xbox One X has a gigabit card in it.
So it's Google Fiber ready?
Basically. Well, I'm gonna fix the internet in my house. I'm gonna get 2 gigs of download speed.
Damn.
My thing's gonna be running so fast that my drone's gonna be walking around people, and you guys are gonna be moving in slow motion. I'm just gonna be headshot, headshot, headshot.
You see us before we see you?
Yeah. I'm gonna have the best peeker's advantage in the world, just destroying people's brains. In NHL, the puck won't even drop by the time I'm scoring a goal.
For the other guy.
But yeah, so yeah, what are the things you guys want in your PS5? I want the best graphics possible. I don't understand these guys that are like, oh, I don't care about the graphics. If you didn't care about the graphics, you'd be playing an Atari or a Nintendo or Super Nintendo, which had the best games and best stories. But you do care. What do you want, Prodigy? What do you want in the PS5?
Man, yeah, better graphics. Honestly, and the games to run smoother.
No download. No
loading.
No
loading screens.
And download speeds. Like,
yes.
I should not. I'm sorry. I guess this is a first world problem. Like, why should I have to wait like 10 hours to download a game?
Right.
And then you download the game and it says, oh, by the way, day 1 patch. You got to download that now.
Oh.
Why don't you include the day 1 patch in the game?
In the game, exactly.
You fixed it, right? So put the patch in that one download. So I download both things in one shot. Am I asking for too much? I know there's starving kids in China and kids in Africa dying of AIDS, but fix my loading time.
That's so messed up.
Well, so yeah. Sean Layden, jump on that. Fix the loading times, bro. A game that which was an awesome game to me, was Dying Light. When it came out, it was like it came out of left field. Nobody thought it was going to be a good game, and it was a really, really good game, and it had legs. You know, they came out with another expansion. What was it called?
The Following.
The Following with the cars and stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
And now they're going to come out with 10 free new updates. This is the first one. They're just updating some enemies to it. The reason when we're talking about it is that, like I said, they're going to have 10 free updates throughout this year. Yeah. They're just going to drop in little DLCs here and there. Why don't more games do this?
They want money.
Well, these people want money too. But why can't they do it for free?
But do you think that they would want?
I'll tell you why. It's all marketing.
You think so? Yeah. Just to make their game grow?
Just because they want to keep it fresh in people's minds. And eventually next year, next E3, we get an announcement of Dying Light 2. Yeah. And then what will people do? They buy this game because Dying Light 2, if it's like Dying Light 1, they'll keep giving us free DLC. Mm-hmm. And that's what you want, though. Like, do you want, like, if you open up a restaurant, do you want people to come in, eat a hamburger, and leave and never come back? Or do you want them, here's a hamburger. Hey, by the way, here's a free milkshake. You're like, damn, last time I went to this place, I got a free milkshake. Let me go back again. And then they'll come back. And then you keep giving them the free milkshakes. Because technically the milkshake is like 50 cents in milk. Same thing with this DLC. Like, technically, yes, it takes work and all that stuff, but you're paying these guys anyway. So you have a small little group on the side working on the DLC while you got the big group over here working on Dying Light 2.
And I think they are because, remember, Dead Island. Yeah, Dead Island 2 was in the works, right? But didn't they stop it?
They stopped, but they still said it still works. They're working on it.
See, and these guys are the ones that branched off of the company that did Dead Island. And so before Dead Island 2 maybe even gets announced, they want to start already competing against them to maybe get the people to go to Dying Light.
Or maybe, this is all hypotheticals. We don't know, right? Could it be that these guys branched off and made this killer game, and then the other guys were trying to make the game and didn't work out that good, and then they're like, hey, what if you guys come and help us make a game as good as the one you guys made? And then we'll work on it together. So leave your guys over here working on the DLC so people keep that, that love for the game going. And then we'll go over here and then we'll work on it. And then we'll do this game, Dying Light 2. And then they're gonna drop the whole Dead Island name because the Dead Island name has no good
any
fan love. Yeah. You never see it. Oh man, that Dead Island was a bomb. I had to keep fixing that stupid piece of wood 100 times because it kept breaking and the game was in slow motion. No, people love Dying Light. So if you come and you get those two groups and you make another Dying Light game, it'll go bananas. Bastion begs me to play this game. A 6-year-old kid begs me to play Dying Light all the time. Because he just loved the way, the movement, the whole parkour
and just the whole theme of it, Dying Light. The sun goes down, now you got these crazy hunting. The night hunters, I think. Oh, that's awesome. It's different.
Yeah.
Little environment. It's a different environment. Yeah.
I think they could crank it up a little bit more, and even within the game, they could say like the NPCs that are walking around could be like, dog, you really don't want to be out at night. And make it feel like, and then when it is nighttime, dog, just go like I was able to chill at night, like level 6 or 7 because I had found that glitch. And I was kidding, but man, make it to the point where you have to grind during the day till you're like level 10 or 11 before you even have a chance.
That nighttime, hopefully they'll make it more crazy, right? Because once you got high, you're like, let me just go to this guy. Ching, you got his head off. Ching, so it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, after a while, it lost its luster.
Yeah.
Like at night, you were just chilling. You're like, whatever. Let's
go outside.
Yeah. But yeah. I think that would add a lot of suspense. Like I remember when I first played it, so you see the light starting going down. You're like, oh, run! You gotta get to that place.
Maybe even improve on the parkour system even more.
Yeah.
Change some things.
Before you could kick and slide. Maybe they can add some new stuff.
Yeah.
That'll be good. Yeah. So Dying Light, like we said, free DLC. If you have the game, you're automatically gonna get all this DLC content. Re-download it. Hopefully you didn't trade it into GameStop for 50 cents. GameStop. Have you seen that meme where it's like, oh, and it's like a trunk full of games?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'll give you $2, $3 if you throw in the car. I always love those. So, games are great. So, what comes out this week, Prodigy? Hit them up. So what comes out this week, man?
All right, we're going to start with Elite Dangerous for the PS4.
Is this sci-fi game where you're fighting in outer space? You know how they complain about the space battles not being in Battlefront 1. Back again 1. So this is straight up space battles. You have different ships. You can get different allies. I believe this is out on PC already, and we're kind of getting like a console watered down version of it.
Yeah.
But hey, we're getting it. It's better getting something than not getting nothing.
Yep.
Well, this is sponsored by Charged Chocolates, by the way. Charged Chocolates, 1 chocolate bar equals 2 coffees. Stop drinking coffee. Coffee's bad for you, especially if you're LDS. Stop drinking coffee. You Mormons are not supposed to be drinking coffee. Eat the damn chocolate. That's where you get
1 bar
energy.
chocolate, confirmed. You stay up for at least 16 hours or more.
Wait. Before we continue what's out this week, Prodigy, give them your testimonial about Charged Chocolate. So wait up. Let me set it up for you. So a week ago?
Last week
We had a custom match. Go to our YouTube channel. Check out our custom matches. We got a bunch of cool, funny stuff coming up. So it was a rainbow custom match. And probably just like, I feel sleepy. I'm like, why don't you take some Charged Chocolate? So I even gave some to Hitman, because Hitman was going to play with us that night as well. And DJ Fuego. And then what happened?
The thing is, DJ Fuego only ate half of it. Hitman, I didn't ask him.
He did the same. I asked him. He ate a piece of it and gave the rest to what is Jacob's?
Oh,
One Shot or
Jacob Scoped or something.
Okay, so he gave some to him as well. He probably stayed up on that.
So I'm like, and I didn't know. I'm like, okay, let me just eat the whole chocolate bar because it tastes good. It tastes good. I eat the whole thing and I stay up till 5 in the morning because of the Charged Chocolate. I couldn't go to bed.
Oh Lord! The next day you probably needed some more Charged Chocolate.
I don't even know what time I woke up the next day.
It was so bad. Prodigy had a hangover. Didn't know where he was. It's like I woke up in South Beach. But yeah, Charged Chocolate, man. Check it out. Some good stuff. Go to chargedchocolate.com and use the promo code Gamebros10 and get 10% off. How you like them apples? So Elite Danger, go check it out if you guys like those sci-fi
space battles.
The next one is
Valkyria Revolution for PS4, Xbox, and for the Vita. Comes out on the 27th.
Can you believe the Vita's getting a new game? Who says the Vita's dead? Right? So this is a action RPG with a little strategy. I love this series of games. I'm actually going to get it on the Vita because I love playing these little RPGs on the Vita. Right now I'm playing, forgot the name of it now. Kingdom something. And I'm
not Kingdom Hearts, right?
No, not Kingdom Hearts. I wish I could play Kingdom Hearts on the Vita. Maybe, I don't know. Let me check into that. Maybe the new remastered version. But yeah, Valkyria Chronicles and now Valkyria Revolution are the same, style of RPG / strategy games. You guys should check it out. I highly, highly recommend this series. Comes out on June 27th.
Yep. Next, we got the Golf Club for PS4, Xbox, PC, and on the 27th as well. And
you would check this one out, Project?
No.
You don't like the golf games?
No.
I'm sorry.
I don't know who does, honestly.
I've been gaming my whole life. I play golf games, but I cannot play a serious, realistic golf simulating game. Give
Only
me
like
my everyone.
Shots
I love
Golf or
hot
Hot
shots because
Shots
I feel
Golf.
like I'm playing like mini golf. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like this whole like the wind. But don't get me wrong though. Everybody loves golf and it's like it takes skills though to play it.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of that lightheartedness that I like. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
this
I don't
is-
want to poo-poo
you
on
want-
this game. If
you
you
wanna-
love golf, by
Get-
all means, get this. I know.
it looks good. I'll say that. If you're a golf game fan, it looks like a good game.
Yeah. This is, our friend Igons on PS4.
Mm-hmm.
He loves golf games, so he'll probably get this. But not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
It might be a great game, but not for me. This next one is though.
Danganronpa Ultra Despire Girls, PS4 and PC, June 27. It's
And for the Vita too.
and for Vita, it's a first person.
No, it's just a shooter. It's
What?
an RPG shooter.
It's an RPG
Shooter.
game.
So yeah, Danganronpa. It's an old series that came out on the PSP, and some of them came over to the Vita.
And there was a
It's a-
VR version.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. There's a VR came out, and that was free, right?
Yes, that was a free. Yeah, that
Demo.
was a free little demo.
And Danganronpa, it's a cool like JRPG series. I highly recommend it. It's like over the top. It's crazy. You could just see by the footage right now. It's like Danganronpa as a pimp. So yeah. So go check it out, man. Comes out this week. Speaking of VR games,
Yeah, Arizona's Sunrise VR for the PlayStation 4. On June 27th, again, another game on June 27th.
yeah,
and
there's a lot of the games coming out
It's a
tomorrow.
shooter. It's a shooting game, and it's zombies. What else do you want me to say? It's a zombie shooting game, and
In
you
VR.
can play in VR, of course, and you can play with the Move or with your aim controllers, with the aim controller.
Oh, okay. Can you play with the regular controller? Probably, because PlayStation always does that.
We'll do a review for next week. We'll see if we
Okay.
can do
Yeah,
it.
we'll review it this week and we'll
And
talk
if-
about it next week.
And here it says if you get it first week, you get day one edition or day launch edition, whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that.
And it has multiplayer.
Oh, it
You
does?
can do survival horde mode in multiplayer.
kind of Flashpoint. We're gonna do some Let's
Flashpoint.
Play, right?
Yeah.
Prodigy?
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. So we'll have
Um,
our review up next week for this game.
Next game, which
classic.
it's classic, and a lot of people have been waiting for,
Dying for this game.
is Crash Bandicoot Insane
Trilogy.
Trilogy, which comes out on the 30th for PS4.
Crazy, right? Why wait for the 30th?
I guess they don't.
They want to have that weekend.
I
boost.
guess they want to have that weekend, yeah. So people start playing it on that weekend.
Yeah, probably like everybody's gonna jump on it, and the Twitter, Instagrams is gonna be blown up with hashtag Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
and they're just gonna ride that. Like it's probably gonna, what's it called? Trend.
Yeah.
So it's gonna trend on Twitter and all that stuff, and that's what they probably want as far as
Yeah.
marketing. Luma is dying for this game. He's like, when's this game coming out? When's the game coming out, Cuckoo? I need to know because my girlfriend's dying to play it.
Yeah.
So my kids are dying to play it. And it's crazy. Like 30 years later, my kids are going to play the same game I played as a kid.
Yeah, and it's a whole remake.
Yeah. So are you looking forward to, you probably want to play it to see what is all the hype behind it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I did. DJ Fuego had an emulator one time on a Sony tablet, and you actually could play the first Crash Bandicoot on his tablet with an emulator on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about your
So I
friends?
did
Are they excited for it or
They
not?
probably don't even know what Crash Bandicoot is. They're more the mainstream people, like
Yeah,
the
more like the CODs,
CODs,
the Battlefields.
Battlefield, and all that stuff. They
Yeah,
don't know-
that's
they don't know
we're a
about
rare
this.
breed that
Yeah.
know about all this stuff.
Yep.
What about Mr. Andy? Andy's not a. What's Andy's gamer tag?
DV.
No, not that Andy.
Oh,
We're talking
Jarbrain.
Jarbrain?
Jarbrain.
Oh, okay. he looks like he'll like some Crash.
Maybe. He probably does know about it. This is what I'll say. What I would call Crash is this is Sony's Mario.
Yeah.
This is Sony's Mario.
Well, back in the day when PlayStation 1 first came out, that their whole marketing thing was Crash, and he actually went to the Nintendo of America thing, and he had a blowhorn. He's like, "Hey Mario, come out, man, let's fight!" And like they did this whole like campaign of Crash like trashing Nintendo.
Mm-hmm. I saw I think little commercials about Crash, like back then, the old commercials they would put on TV.
Yeah. That was like the whole thing. Like it was Crash against Mario, and they tried to build it up into this like this world star hip hop fight between Mario and Crash, and it was pretty good. And they helped a lot, pushed up the Sony
Sales,
thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people were like, man, what's up with this Crash Bandicoot with jean shorts? So, yeah, so that's what's out this week. But what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing Friday the 13th, which we reviewed a while ago, maybe more than 2 weeks ago.
Have you changed your mind about the game since we reviewed it?
Since we reviewed it, they fixed a lot of bugs that was wrong with the game.
Put it so they can see the game.
And they released one of their first content updates to say sorry for all the problems they had at launch. And it was Double XP weekend this past weekend, and as you can see, they released.
Tell me that, dog. I already jumped on.
They released Retro Jason, which is a skin for free, and it has a little theme song from the old Friday the 13th game. And when he closes up on you, you can hear the song and everything. It's really funny. And also released more server fixes and more bug fixes. And then they also released new clothes for the counselors, for your guys. So that way you can have something to change them up.
Oh, okay.
And all this for free.
So they also like Rainbow too, because when Rainbow first came out, it was kind of choppy.
Yeah.
You know, the boat was going left.
You thought
and right.
Picker's Advantage was bad when Rainbow launched. It was horrible.
And then they settled down the ship, and they actually are selling good now. So same thing with Jason. Like people could jump on this game.
The servers are perfect now. There's like barely any
Don't
crashes.
say perfect.
Oh, I said almost.
Okay.
Almost like.
All right.
But they fixed a bunch of their bugs. You know, it still has its issues though with clipping. When you would, let's say, barricade a door, Jason would still be able to hit you if he was like right there in front of the door. He would swing the axe.
Have you seen the video where the girl starts flying on?
That they fixed that. I remember that one. That happened to me one time.
Oh man,
it was so funny.
So yeah, so Jason, so it's worth getting into and playing.
No,
all right.
And if there's gonna be a sale maybe later on, then even more worth it.
All right,
especially
cool.
if you have a group of friends. It's very fun when you have a group of friends.
I bet. You guys should stream some.
Yeah, all right.
I actually platinumed some games, so I just finished a bunch of them. So I finally freed up my thing. So I'm gonna actually jump into Horizon. I know Lord Infamous and Luma and even Ill Skills have told me that I need to jump on this game. I know it's an awesome game. What's been keeping me is that I know that it's gonna be such a good game that I just wanna have like an empty plate so I could put the big apple pie with ice cream on, just tear it up and just dedicate my time to it.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I freed up, I platinum Wildlands, I platinum Minecraft story mode. So like now I can, just dedicate my time to this. According to Luma, platinum this game is not that difficult either. So it's like a really doable one. Mm-hmm. Most of the stuff is just looking for different things to pick up,
things to do.
But he also told me that they give you like a general area and then you just gotta look for it.
Yeah.
But the platinum is not that hard, so I'm gonna actually platinum it.
And
I'm
then
gonna play
the
it.
new DLC's coming out for it too, for those who already have it.
Yeah. So that's why I want to start playing it now, so that way I can get into it and beat it while before the new DLC comes out, and that way it kind of piggybacks off of that one. So yeah. So that's it for our show today. I want to thank Prodigy for coming in and helping me out with doing the show, being the co-host of the day. You gotta show yourself at least once, man. Come on,
no,
for a second.
Not yet.
All right, so we want to thank all you guys for watching, and like we always say, thank you for participating and live in your world but play in ours. Game Bros. Peace.